Act 1, Scene 5. Cleopatra. So Antony has left. He's back to Rome, right? To try and put things in order. Cleopatra receives a pearl and a message from Antony and resolves to send him a letter each day that he's away, right? Uh, Charmian. Madam, haha, give me to drink Mandragora. That's a strong, give me something strong to drink. That's a strong narcotic there. Mandrake, the strong narcotic. Give me something strong. Why, madam? That I might sleep out this great gap of time my Antony is away. She's missing him. You think of him too much. Oh, 'tis treason. Madam, I trust not so. Thou eunuch, Mardian, what's your highness pleasure? So Mardian's a eunuch here, right? Eunuch's a castrated servant. Uh, Not now to hear thee sing, I take no pleasure in aught an eunuch has. 'Tis well for thee that being unseminar'd, unsexed, thy freer thoughts may not fly forth of Egypt. Egypt, hast thou affections, passions? Do you, she's. This is fascinating too. You can see how I think it's important when you look closely Cleopatra's relationship with her servants. They have this free and playful banter for the most part, right? She talks and there seems to be, and you could even see that how Enobarbus and Antony are when they're here in Alexander in Egypt, right? There's a free and easy playfulness, the playfulness between the servants and Cleopatra. And we have has thou affections? Do you have passions? Yes, gracious madam, indeed. Not indeed, madam, for I can do nothing. He's a eunuch, castrated, right? He can't do anything. There's no sexual affections there. But what indeed is honest to be done, chaste to be done. Yet have I fierce affections and think what Venus did with Mars. Uh, I think about it, right? O Charmian, where thinkest thou he is now? I'm thinking of this is Cleopatra thinking of Antony. Antony, stands he or sits he? Is Antony standing or is he sitting? Or is he walking? Or is he on his horse? O happy horse to bear the weight of Antony. Do bravely, horse, for whattest thou whom thou movest? The demi atlas of this earth. That's how she sees um, the Titan Atlas supported by the heavens of this earth, the arm and bergenot of men, the visored helmet there. That's a very he's speaking now or murmuring. Where's she's imagining Cleopatra's imagining Antony speaking. Where's my serpent of old Nile? She's imagining Antony imagining asking after her serpent here, and this is fascinating in the play. Back to my animal thing. Remember how animals pop up? This is like a pet name Antony has for Cleopatra's serpent. In the final couple scenes, we see the asp, the worm, the snake. They're not just they have these regal different meanings too that we'll look at. But think of animals here. The horse, is he on his horse? What's he doing? Now I feed myself with most delicious poison. She think on me that I am with Phoebus. I'm just the more I think about this, the more it's driving me crazy, right? It's being without Antony is driving me crazy. It's like poison. Amorous pinches black and wrinkled deep in time. Broad fronted Caesar, when thou was here above the ground. So she's thinking of Julius Caesar, Octavius Caesar's uncle. She was with Caesar for a little bit. When thou was here above ground, when you were alive, I was a morsel for a monarch. I was just and great Pompey would stand and make his eyes grow in my brow. There would be anger in his aspect, and die with looking on his life. Sovereign of Egypt, hail! How much unlike art thou, Mark Antony? Yet coming from him, thou great medicine has with his tint gilded thee. How goes it with my brave Mark Antony? I need news. What's going on? Last thing he did, dear queen, he kissed, the last of many double kisses, this orient pearl. So here's a pearl from Mark Antony that he kissed, the last of many. His speech sticks in my heart. This is what mine ear must pluck it. Mine ear must pluck it. Tell me what he said. Good friend, quote he, say the firm Roman to great Egypt sends this treasure of an oyster, at whose foot to mend the petty present I will peace, her opulent throne with kingdoms. All the East say thou shalt call her mistress. So this is what Mark Antony said, right, about Cleopatra with this pearl in the letter, right? So he nodded and soberly did mount an armed gaunt steed, who neighed so high that what I would have spoke with was beastly done by him. There's our animals again, right? What was he, sad or merry? Cleopatra, Antony, what was he, sad or merry? Like to the time of year between the extremes of hot and cold, he was nor sad nor merry. O well divided disposition, that well divided disposition there, the temperament. Note him, good Charmian. 'Tis the man. That's exactly what he is like. That's what that means. That's Antony. But note him. He was not sad, for he would shine on those that make their looks by his. He was not merry, which seemed to tell them his remembrance lay in Egypt with his joy. But between both, O heavenly mingle, beest thou sad or merry, the violence of either thee becomes, so does it no man else's. Meetest thou my posts? Messengers, meetest thou my posts, my messengers? Ay, madam, 20 several messengers. Why do you send so thick? Who's born that day when I forget to send Antony shall die a beggar, right? If I forget to, if you let me forget to send Antony a letter a day, you'll die a beggar. She's being dramatic here, right? But there's ink and paper. Charmian, welcome, my good Alexis. Did I, Charmian, ever love Caesar so? Cleopatra, did I ever love Caesar so? Charmian's remembering, oh, that brave Caesar, right? Oh, that brave Caesar. And this is some comical moments here. Be choked with such another emphasis, forceful statement. Say the brave Antony, Charmian, that valiant Caesar. By Isis, I will give thee bloody teeth if thou with Caesar paragon again, my man of men. Antony is my man of men. I'm over, he's beyond Caesar to me. By your most gracious pardon, I sing but after you. Okay, I'll listen. My salad days, when I was younger, right? That's my salad days, my youth, when I was younger, when I was green in judgment. Again, too, back to this, my idea in the intro, the change, permutations, the constant changing. People are out, Cleopatra is reflecting, when I was younger, when I was green in judgment, right? Young in judgment, cold in blood to say as I said then, but come away, Yeah, I was with Caesar then, Julius Caesar. I'm with Antony now. I'm older and wiser now. I appreciate it more now. Give me ink and paper. He shall have every day a several greeting, or I'll unpeople Egypt. I'm going to write every day. This shows Cleopatra suffering without Antony. Antony delivers the pearl and the note.